Accessing the Trainwreck Vault. Loading Lost Episode 7.
Back to the Trainwreck Podcast, a show on Spotify where we have to record the intro like 10 times.
No, this is the first time.
This is the first time.
This is the first time we've done this.
And we're definitely not on edge recording it.
Yeah.
I'm one of your hosts, Aidan.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Donovan.
I'm Trey, and we're scared.
We did it. We made it past
recorded
the first
the intro.
We made it 30 seconds in.
Yeah, we can end the podcast now, right?
Yep, that's
we
the
can
end.
do the podcast.
Bye, guys.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
See you guys next time.
Okay.
See you guys next time.
I'll play the outro. Wait,
and
no,
remember
outro music.
Yeah. No, Donovan, I'll do it. That's our outro, right?
Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We are pirates.
What?
What do you want your pirate animal companion to be? Answer the question.
Oh.
Huh. I assume it can be
I got
anything?
it.
I want to tie a plastic knife to a parrot.
Any particular reason why? Just want to tie a plastic knife to a parrot?
Yeah, no, that's not really related to the question. That's just an aspiration of mine.
It's just on your bucket list?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't it be? Then you have a parrot with a fucking knife.
Yeah.
That's like giving a bat a gun.
That's even better. Why didn't I think of that?
I'm gonna say, because it's been on my mind recently because I've been considering rewatching Gokaijo, and there is a robotic parrot in there, and so I'm going to do robotic parrot.
I want a lemur.
A lemur?
Yeah, that would be
cool. I want to go to an island and just be like, okay, is there a lemur here that wants to be my best friend? And the lemur will jump up upon my shoulder, and I should be like, cool, you're a pirate lemur now. I'll give him a little eye patch, a little hook hand,
and a bandana,
and of course a bandana. and
he needs to have his own theme song.
Yeah, no, and his theme song will be like da 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 da. He's a lemur. Da 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 da. Pirate lemur. Da 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 da. And it'll be the greatest theme song that ever was. We shall sail the open sea. Honestly, I don't even need a crew. It's just gonna be him and I in like a small fucking sailboat.
Yeah.
Just me, and like he'll sit on my shoulder, and whenever we rob people, I'm just gonna pull out a pistol and be like, like we're gonna rob Spanish man-o'-wars in just the shitty little sailboat.
Cool. I was thinking Spider Monkey with 3 guns.
3?
3. 1 in each hand and 1 on the tail, because it's a spider monkey.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And they're cool. Spider monkeys are actually really cool.
What's the ape that, like, I don't know, wait, are they apes? They're the ones that scream?
That's a
howler monkeys.
No, not those. The, I don't know.
Chimpanzee, gorilla, orangutan.
I mean, pretty much all apes and monkeys scream.
Yeah, but they got, like, the pouch coming out of their neck.
That's a howler monkey.
Alright, I guess it's that one then.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta be careful about monkeys and apes, because they get mad if you misclassify them.
Yes, they do. I once had an orangutan beat in my skull. I died that day.
Yeah, because it's really weird because
I called him a monkey.
The apes get mad and call you racist if you call them monkeys, and the monkeys get mad and call you racist if you call them apes. So
I don't think we're talking about monkeys anymore.
Yeah, we are.
We are absolutely talking about monkeys.
No, I 100% am. This isn't even sarcasm. What are you implying?
We are not using monkey as a slur. It is
dear God.
The species, the classification of small. What's their classification?
Monkey.
Fucking.
They're mammals.
They're monkeys.
They're monkeys.
They're mammals. Small mammals with 4 limbs and a tail. Not the racial thing.
Yeah, not like things called certain groups of people.
Aidan, just don't. Just don't. Okay. Continuing.
So, what do you guys think of baboons? While we're on the subject, just out of curiosity, what do you think of baboons?
Baboons are assholes.
Which ones are the baboons?
They kill baby cheetahs.
Baboons have like
Lion King monkey.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that one was
ape. Sorry, ape.
What? No, he's a monkey.
Wait,
he's got
baboons
a tail.
are monkeys?
Oh wait, no, does he have
baboons?
a tail?
No, he does
they're
not
apes.
have a tail.
No, he doesn't have a tail.
he doesn't have a tail.
Oh shit!
No, he doesn't have a tail.
Yeah, he doesn't have a tail.
Just like Curious George.
Really?
Curious George doesn't have a tail.
Is Curious George a chimpanzee?
He's an ape. He doesn't have a tail.
I mean, if anything, Curious George I think would be a chimpanzee, just because he's about the size of like a baby chimpanzee.
Yeah, but my whole life is a lie. I could have sworn Curious George had a tail.
Yeah, that's some Mandela effect type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't help that in the books they do call him a monkey, I'm pretty sure, so...
Do they? I don't know. Anyway.
The man in the yellow hat is... What is up with him? I think that's a question we need to ask.
What is up with him?
What is up with that guy?
What is up with the man with the yellow hat?
Why does he dress like a banana?
No. Why does he dress like a banana?
And also, is George his pet? Is George his son? What?
How is he legally able to get George in New York City?
Is George his friend?
Are you allowed to own chimpanzees in New York?
Does he work at a zoo? I don't remember anything about Curious
George. What the fuck is his job? I don't think he even has a job.
You're not allowed to look it up. We don't do research here.
Yeah.
We don't do research.
He dresses like a banana and he has a chimpanzee as a son/pet/friend.
And isn't he voiced by Will Ferrell in the movie?
Was there a
movie?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Will Ferrell seems like he wouldn't be a good man of the... Wait. George or
Curious
the man
George
in the yellow
can
hat?
Speak?
The man in the yellow hat.
Oh.
Yeah, Curious George can't speak. He just oohs and ahs.
Yeah. The narrator...
Because he's a monkey. I mean, he's an ape.
Ape.
How far do you think
you don't want to get killed?
How far do we think we can punt Curious George?
Yeah.
I mean, Curious George looks like he's about the size of a toddler. Like,
yeah, you can learn about the sky.
There's only one way to solve this. We need to get a
how much does an average toddler weigh? I don't know, like 30 pounds?
Well, let's think. How much does the average adult human weigh?
Probably in the mid-200s range.
Yeah, mid-200s, and then we just work backwards from there. So, like,
a teenager
just using me as a baseline, I know for a fact that in 7th grade, because we had to weigh ourselves for football, I was 180 pounds. So, in 7th grade, I was 13. Yeah, 13 years old. So, working backwards from there, if you're 180 pounds at 13, and at 16, 3 years later, give or take, I am like 230 pounds. And then we just do the math of what 4 years have passed since then. So that's like, I don't know, about 15 pounds a year.
And toddlers, that would be around age 5, 6, I guess? Maybe.
Yeah, so
earlier?
toddlers are like 45 pounds.
Yeah, okay.
That seems about right.
I'll look it up when I'm editing.
How far could I punt 45 pounds? That's a lot. That's you don't realize it, but that's a lot.
Yeah, that is quite a bit.
That just
no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. 45 pounds, easy to lift, difficult to throw or punt.
Yeah. So like maybe like a foot or two.
How high up am I punting them from?
You could go whatever angle you want.
Okay. So could I like go to the top of like a really tall building and punt them off of that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I feel like that'd be cheating.
So like punting them from the top of like the Empire State Building, I think I could probably get them a few blocks.
A few blocks?
No, that's really optimistic.
You're
right.
That's a while.
Yeah,
That's
most of
long...
their kinetic energy would be down.
Yeah.
Okay,
not
no.
forward.
Okay, here's what you got to do. You just got to ask them to help you a little bit and do like the video game midair kind of.
Oh yeah, like the jumping
technique.
forward somersault. Yeah.
Yeah. I just got to tell them, hey, just walk in the air for me.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you guys.
Do you?
All right.
Yeah, it's very rare. I have a question for once. Ooh. Okay. I want you to picture this for a sec. You are in a fantasy world. It's nondescript. It's generic fantasy, okay?
Got it.
And you see a group of adventurers, and you need them to go on a quest.
Uh-huh.
What
So I'm an
quest
NPC.
do you give them? What do they need to do?
They need
My
to punch
groceries.
children.
You know the Iranian hostage crisis?
God, fuck.
Okay, what I would do is I would intentionally fuck with them by like setting up like a really shitty scavenger hunt. But like tell them in like very dramatic fashion, just be like, you must retrieve the sacred shoes of Galakis on the top of the Mount of Pien Yor, when really they're just getting some dirty old Nikes on the top of a hill.
I need them to collect all 4,000 of my pigeons scattered across the map.
Can you find all the seeds?
Can you gather the acorns?
If they find all my pigeons, they get a golden pigeon statue. It doesn't do anything, like, it doesn't actually do anything, it's just aesthetic and, like, achievement. It's your achievement.
They can probably
It's
sell
just-
it.
No, you can't sell it. It's not a sellable item.
Okay. Or alternatively, you tell them, like, there's this dark, evil lord that is plotting to, destroy all that is good and holy in the land. And you send them out on this big epic adventure to hunt down and kill him. But what you don't tell them is that you actually know that the evil lord is just your next door neighbor. So you send them across the world looking for clues of their whereabouts, and then at the end they're just right back where they started.
Yeah, just start sending them after random people, telling them that they're evil overlords.
Yeah, just start having, hire them, just make them mercenaries.
Yeah.
Just hire them to kill the people you don't like.
Yes, the evil Lord James of the town somewhere. What did he do? Oh, he borrowed my DVD of Love Actually and never gave it back. And for this, he must perish. Do what you will. Take him out, for he sows chaos in the realm. You know, that kind of thing.
Your DVD will not be stolen in vain.
Sounds like you're the one trying to sow chaos.
Do you see that man over there? Yeah. He told me he didn't like my mixtape.
The one watering his garden?
Yes. The one playing with his kids? Yes.
The one
His
whose
evil
wife is
kids.
pregnant?
The one with the beautiful pregnant wife? Yes, you must kill her too. Wipe out his bloodline. No evil can be spawned further from his loins.
You mean the one who's talking about how he just got a raise at work and he's finally going to be able to support his family properly?
Probably a good idea to kill all of his friends as well. We do not know what poison he has sown into their minds.
Jesus Christ. So you're telling me, Aidan, if you were an NPC, you'd be absolutely sadistic?
Yes. Well, no. Also, on top of that, I just tell everybody that I'm a wizard. But whenever they ask me to prove it, I just grab them by, like, their lapels and just be like, do you know what kind of magic I could wrought? Why, I could tear down this entire tavern if I wanted to, but I will not, because the arcane is not to be meddled with. It should only be used when necessary. And people would respect me because they'd just be like, well, he's obviously a wizard. Like, no.
Probably not. They probably wouldn't respect you.
Just hold a gun to him and tell him that, like, yeah, this is magic. I'm doing magic,
I thought
right?
this was a
Yeah,
fantasy
you're doing
world.
magic.
I am thinking that this is one of those fantasy worlds where even though magic is kind of everywhere, wizards are still treated like this big epic thing. You know, like there's only like 6 or 7 of them. You know, like Lord of the Rings, where there's only 5 wizards and they're like descended from angels. Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they were angels.
Ah.
Well, the Middle Earth equivalent.
Yeah.
So were the Balrogs.
Yeah, the Balrog.
Yeah. And God's, like, gone in that world.
Yeah. Middle Earth, like, when you look at the lore, it gets really confusing and also a little bit dark.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys, if you were like the king of an ancient like civilization, what do you want your tomb to look like? You can have a big tomb.
I want it to kill anybody that goes inside.
That's fair.
I want to make it like this massive underground labyrinth, and I'm not even gonna bury myself with all of my treasure. Like the only I want to make it so the only incentive to go down into my tomb is explicitly to steal my corpse. Just so I have free reign to be like, fuck you, no grave robbing.
Why would we want to steal you?
Well, because if I'm the ruler of an ancient civilization, in a couple centuries, people are going to want to put my body on display.
A couple centuries, people would want to be stealing your corpse as soon as you died.
Yeah.
If you were the ruler of an ancient civilization, I mean, grave robbery of ancient kings, that's a very common thing. They try to do it a lot.
You know, this is a bit of a side tangent, but do you guys think about how fucked up it is that there are mummies in museums? Like that was a living person at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an actual living person. We're looking at the corpse of an actual living person. This feels kind of wrong.
Also, it's gonna really suck whenever they come back alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I feel the same way about, like, when people are like, this is a skull of, like, a primitive human. I'm just like, this was a human. Dude. This was a human being.
But, ancient Egyptians, like, once, like, when the English encountered the Egyptians would just sell mummies, like, on the street.
Oh, like a street vendor?
Yeah, basically to just scam the British out of their money, because they thought it was, like, some big, important, cool thing, and they were just like, this is my next door neighbor. His name was Giuseppe.
This is Dave.
This is Dave, my next door neighbor. I mean, this was King Davius of
the seventh.
The seventh, and his body is worth a lot of money.
This is quite a discovery. This is quite a discovery, old chap. I shall gladly pay all that we have, so we may put his body on display in one of our many museums.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, sorry. Another side tangent about the British really quick. Sorry, I keep doing side tangents, but I just remember this.
Okay.
So
yeah,
this
we're in
weekend,
a side tangent of a side tangent.
I know, fucking meta, am I right?
Going deeper, Leo.
We need to go deeper. Okay, so do you know this weekend, I don't know if you do or not, but Oprah did an interview with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Yeah, they're both sitting on piles of money talking about how oppressed they are, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so a lot of British reporters and just, British, in quotation marks, people, didn't really like the fact that Meghan Markle was saying that the royal family was racist, which, I mean, let's be honest, Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip are like, what? They're both really close to 100 years old.
Yeah,
I'd be surprised if they weren't.
They've been alive for a while.
Okay, hold on. Can I just stop everything right here? Can I just say fuck the British? Just fuck the British.
Yeah, fuck the British.
They're awful. They went around the whole world and stole every single spice they could get their hands on and decided that all of them were bad. So their food is garbage.
Yeah, they spent so much money trying to get all the spices from India and Asia, and their food still sucks.
Yeah, they decided all of them tasted bad, and we're not going to use any of them. But they can't have their spices back. And then they went around the whole world again and stole things. They just stole important artifacts and put them in a big building for people to pay for people to look at. And like when the people who own those artifacts come over and they're like, "Hey, can we have those back?" The British spit in their face and say, "Go fuck yourself."
Okay, so like I said, a lot of reactions, but probably my favorite one, just because of how funny it was this one British reporter who was like, "I am outraged. And in fact, this is so untrue that the British royal family, they're not racist." And then he said this, and I'm not kidding when I tell you he said this. "In fact, I'd say nobody has done more for people of color than the British royal family."
How stupid are you? What have the British royal family done for people of color?
What have they done for anyone?
What
do they do?
Here's the thing, that sentence actually works if you just replace for with certain other words like to. or with or against or through
or
the British and the French, they gotta go,
guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it's not like we conquered half the known world and subjugated thousands of people
and made slavery a massive thing.
It's not like we're kind of the reason the transatlantic slave trade was a thing.
I don't know how the British can still justify them being the good guys, despite the fact that there's 65 different Independence Days based off of getting independence from Britain.
Yeah, seriously.
There is 65 British Independence Days. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's like the universal holiday.
And they do all this and they can't cook.
They can't cook.
Guys, like, I'd let it slide. Like, a lot of people let it slide with the Spanish a little bit because they make good food. Yeah. You don't, Britain.
Britain doesn't make good
Italy
food.
invented fascism. They still have the best food.
You could go across the entire country of Britain, and you'd find like 4 or 5 meals, maybe.
The only good British food, in my opinion, is fish and chips.
Well, okay. One, we do got to give Britain props for something. Apparently, they have the best Indian food in the world. Better than India.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, what reason could there be?
I wonder why Britain has good Indian food.
That's a good question.
What is the relationship between Britain and India that would make this happen?
Oh, I don't know. I've heard there was some bad relations for a while, but it's nothing big.
They're fine now.
They're fine now. Yeah. But yeah, that's the only thing they have that tastes like anything. And personally, I don't really like Indian food.
I don't believe I've ever had Indian food.
I like curry, kind of. I don't know, it depends.
Yeah, but otherwise, you can go across the entire country of Britain. First of all, you'll only find taverns. There's only taverns. That's all. Those are the only restaurants. And Five Guys.
Hey.
There was a Five Guys.
And pubs.
And pubs.
Wait, they have
too.
Five
and
Guys?
McDonald's. You got... Yeah, they have Five Guys.
All right, they're not.
It's weird. It was like a 2-story
bad.
Five Guys. It was 2 stories. Also,
Five Guys is worthy of a 2-story
Sprite and ginger ale lemonade.
Yeah, I mean, like, really quick.
Jacob, Five Guys is really good.
Five Guys is really good, but like...
I actually agree with Jacob on this. Five Guys is really good, but in my opinion, no fast food place is deserving of 2 stories.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. I mean, there was a lot of people in there. It was packed. Like,
yeah,
I had to
that could be why.
Stand around for like 10 minutes waiting for a seat to become open.
Jeez.
But back to the British calling ginger ale and Sprite lemonade. That's just dumb.
What?
They call it lemonade, and then they have cloudy lemonade, which is just lemonade.
Oh yeah, cloudy lemonade.
Okay,
just
hold on.
Just call it what it is.
This is a cookie. This is a biscuit.
I want to jizz in their Sprite and just be like, here, have some fucking cloudy lemonade.
I have a cup of ginger ale with me right now. It's diet ginger ale, but I'm gonna see what's the fuck in this. So maybe they're somewhat justified in this.
Okay.
Ingredients: carbonated water, citric acid, sodium chloride, caramel color, neutral flavor. No fucking.
What the fuck, Britain? You know.
Where's the lemon?
Jumping back to the point we were making, I do think it is funny how willing people are to forgive countries for things if they have good food.
Yeah, that is...
No, but Italy, though. They have...
Yeah, Italy.
Best food.
Yeah, delicious.
Italy has great food. They invented
German food.
fascism.
Fucking
German
awesome.
Food is good. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, at least the Germans have said, like, hey, we're sorry that Hitler guy, we don't agree with him.
Germany?
He was nuts.
I have so much respect for Germany just because most other countries, like, even Italy kind of sweeps Mussolini under the rug, whereas Germany is like, yeah, Hitler was a guy, that happened, and he was horrible, and we are deeply sorry for it. Like, Germany owns up to it, and I'm like, yeah, more countries need to fucking do that.
They were paying for it since, like, what, 2006?
Yeah.
Every other country, Britain refuses to admit that they did something wrong.
Just fucking admit it, you assholes.
You took over the entire, tried to take over the entire world and then fucking subjugated tons of people. Sorry, I have a bad cough right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like any other country can take over the world and it would be fine because they have good food.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
just think about how willing people are to forgive the Japanese for their war crimes.
Yeah. Because even China, like China, they when that happened in World War II, they have a statue of a Nazi.
What happened?
Nothing happened.
Yeah. Okay.
They have a statue of a Nazi because even the Nazis said, "Hold on, Japan, that's messed up."
Yeah. Have
We're
you ever heard
Nazis.
of the Nanking Massacre? Because, so during the Nanking Massacre, where Japan was just, holy fucking shit, this is horrible, there was a German, he was a Nazi ambassador.
Yeah.
And he would patrol the streets at night and stop Japanese soldiers from committing war crimes. Like Nazi Batman.
Please.
It's terrible. You're fucking up when the Nazis are telling you you're doing something wrong. It's like, guys, what the hell? We talked about this. Those are war crimes. We're committing war crimes, but that's awful.
How did you make the Nazis mad at you?
You gotta really
but they have good food.
They have good food.
Mm-hmm.
They have good food, so thus we forgive them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Britain, fuck you. How did we get here?
We were talking about evil people, and then we got to Britain.
So this was
it was the what was it, where do you want to be buried?
King's Tomb.
Big
okay,
King's
yeah,
Tomb,
I was the only one that answered
Egypt,
that. Then we went off on a tangent
Egypt,
inside of a tangent.
English family, Britain
arguably inside of another tangent.
British people.
There's like 6 tangents here, but that's what we're all about here at the Trainwreck Podcast.
So basically, we agree Britain and France gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah, well, France...
What has France really done?
Daft Punk already broke up. We don't need them anymore.
Yeah, we don't need France.
Splatoon
but
3 already destroyed France.
Their food. French food. French food is really good.
What about French art? They got the
I don't
Louvre.
care. I haven't... No, I'm not going to go off on that tangent.
What do you have against glass triangles?
No, it's just I'm mad that I haven't gone in the Louvre since I was 2. And I could have when I was in France. But...
Wow, Trey. Poor you. While you were visiting France, you didn't get to go to the art museum.
Oh, woe is me. I only went to all these other countries.
I only went to France.
I see what you're saying here.
You took all my food. Now I'm gonna starve.
Yeah, but France is okay. It kind of smells like piss in a lot of the country.
Yeah, but so can some cities in America: New York, L.A., San Francisco.
Well, New York mostly smells like smoke.
You want to talk about cities smelling like smoke? Fucking Los Angeles.
And then San Francisco is just covered in poop. That's just their thing. They have a department dedicated to cleaning human feces off of the streets.
Wait,
Really? They actually have a department?
They
People
have
in
a
Belgium
Specifically
just
human?
They have a full department for cleaning up the human feces.
At least they have
Okay.
a department. People in Belgium just piss out on the street openly. That's just a thing that you'll see.
And we eat
People
waffles
just
from them
pissing on the street. They have good waffles.
They also invented
Holy
French
shit.
fries.
and
Yeah,
French
they
fries.
did.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have great food. Oh my
Shit.
god, Belgian food.
Chicago smells like lake because there's just a lake there, so that overpowers everything else.
Lake.
And Cleveland.
Rocks, yeah.
At least we're not Detroit.
We're
Still not
We're
Detroit.
not Detroit.
Anyway. Anybody have another question?
Yeah.
Wait, we never finished that question though.
Oh
We
yeah.
need-
right, we
A
never
crispy
finished the question.
Kreme, like in the Power
Just a
Rangers
Krispy
movie.
Kreme. Cool. Just
okay.
When I rise from the
ancient
dead.
King Tomb
Yeah.
and a Krispy Kreme.
I'll
I
just
would want like a large thing. I don't know, like a pyramid.
Yeah. It's got like a big donut on it.
I want to be buried under like I don't know, like some supposedly haunted theme park or something.
Okay. Here's what you do. If you're the king of an ancient civilization, Jacob, building on your thing, okay, you need to specifically make sure that you build a place called Elm Street, all right? And on 13 Elm Street, okay, you need to build an insane asylum for orphans. You need to burn it down, and you need to make sure all of this is on an old Native American burial ground.
Are you writing this
That
down?
is where you
yes,
are
I am.
buried.
Okay, I'm totally up for this. I'm going to plan this out eventually.
Yes, when you achieve time travel and become the king of an ancient civilization.
Hey,
Yeah.
you never know,
Let me
man.
know how that
Technology
goes.
runs fast.
Honestly, it occurs to me, why aren't there more time travel stories where the person goes back in time to become, like, the king of Mesopotamia or something?
Oh, if I had time travel, I would go back in time and become a god.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Just
serious-
put your face 4 times on Mount Rushmore.
My actual time travel, like, you know, for all the jokes and stuff, my actual time travel plan would just be to go back in time and make, famous works of art before they actually existed. So, like,
Are you good enough artist to do that?
No.
Actually,
I'm talking.
That's not sarcasm. I'm just legitimately interested.
No. I'm not talking paintings and stuff. I'm talking like go back in time to like 1975 and make Star Wars before George Lucas does.
Okay.
Or no, just like some really like honestly kind of fucked up shit, but like at the same time it's funny. Or like write Harry Potter in the 1980s.
I want to tell Michelangelo as he's making the Sistine Chapel, like in one of the panels of the huge painting on the ceiling, to just put like LMAO or something. Is that people?
I thought you were gonna tell him that he was going to be named after a Ninja Turtle. Well, okay, but
Tell him to put the Ninja Turtles on one of the clouds.
I would go back to ancient Greece, and first I'd have to memorize the exact dates of every single solar eclipse that happened within the 5-year time period.
Oh, and become a prophet?
I would tell them when the solar eclipses are going to happen. Become a prophet.
No, you don't do that. You say that you're magic, and as it's happening, you point up to the sky with your arms outstretched.
For that.
Like, hey guys, check this out.
No, or alternatively, you like make sure that on the day you piss off enough people that they're like going to execute you, and then you go, if you execute me, you'll never get the sun back, and then raise your arms to the sky as the moon passes in front of it.
Yeah.
Or
No,
I
you
would
need to you need to scream out some like magic sounding words, just like Ole, O Mune.
I would go
tell
to
them if they don't make you the emperor, you'll block out the sun, and as you point up to the sky as the solar eclipse is happening.
I would go
and
to
then you become emperor of ancient Greece.
2001 and go to George Carlin and say, hey, don't do that bit about liking it when a lot of people die.
Wait,
Don't do
Jacob, why don't you just stop 9/11?
Yeah, okay.
Brian Griffin did that. Family Guy got 3D.
Wasn't there that fucking College Humor sketch where the entire thing was the guy tries to stop 9/11 because he's in the 90s? That was an entire fucking College Humor sketch, and it ended with him going to jail.
I haven't watched
Jacob, all I'm saying is going back in time in order to stop one of your favorite comedians from telling a joke that will age poorly in the next day.
Well, you could instead go back in time and stop the reason it was going to age poorly.
Yeah.
One of my favorite videos, I don't know if I've told you about this before, but it's like this animated video, and I haven't been able to find it since. But this guy, it's like a group of people like us talking about what we would do if we were to travel back in time. They're sitting in like a diner or something, and one of them says, "Oh yeah, I'd go back and kill Hitler." And yeah, and then that's it. He walks out and he finds a time machine. I forgot how he found it, but he goes back in time, and like Hitler's in the bathroom, and he goes in and like strangles him. And then all of a sudden he sees that himself, he starts disappearing because his grandparents met in World War II.
Yes. I know what that is, yeah.
Yeah, his grandparents met in World War II. So to prevent himself to stop existing, Hitler would have to stay in power, but Hitler's dead. So he shaves his mustache, puts on Hitler's clothes. becomes Hitler. And this is like the beginning of World War II also. So, like, the beginning of his regime. So he has to do everything. And make sure that everything happens.
Yeah.
And then travel back.
Here's the thing. Where, like, time travel, it's a good idea to only change things that, like, just happened.
Yeah.
Because if you go back in time and change, like, big, major history, long-spanning things, it's going to have so many consequences and repercussions
no way to actually figure out what that's going to do.
Yeah, by the time you get back to the present, the world might look entirely different. Like, you don't know.
What about a world that worships you? Ever think of that?
Because for example, World War I, millions of people died, might be a good idea to stop that. But here's the thing. Without World War I, imperialism would have just fucking run rampant throughout the world. So...
Now I'm thinking about, like, what's the worst way you could fuck up the entire, like, timeline by doing one thing when you travel back in history? I think the number one would be killing Genghis Khan.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Because, like, some ridiculous percentage of people...
2% of every male is related to Genghis Khan.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That would... Getting rid of 2% of the population, that doesn't sound like a lot, but, like,
that's a lot. Out of 7 billion people, 2% is a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I know there was, like, the episode of, sorry to bring up this show, I feel like we bring it up a lot, Supernatural. One of their episodes was they accidentally stopped the Titanic from sinking.
Wait, that was... What episode was that?
Oh, I remember that episode.
I forget what season it was, but I do remember that they accidentally stopped the Titanic from sinking, and then they realized, shit, we gotta make sure the Titanic sinks.
Wait, you said it was accidentally. How do you accidentally stop something like that from happening?
I don't know.
It's like how I accidentally got Julius Caesar to get killed. Wait, no, I shouldn't be talking about that.
Look,
hey, Julius, come over here for a group hug.
Okay, really quick. Let's talk about how stupid Julius Caesar was. Well, no, not even stupid. Just how much of a arrogant jackass he was. Because not only did a random old lady on the street run up to him and go, "Beware the Ides of March," and like one of his advisors be like, she's a soothsayer, but also his wife, the night before he died, had a dream where she was washing her hands in a fountain of blood. Julius, get the fucking hint. And Julius, these guys seem pretty desperate to make sure that you go to the Senate today. Come on, man. Yeah. Figure it out.
They've also been showing off their knife collection.
Yeah, you went to a guy's house yesterday. He was showing you his knife collection.
One of the things I saw that was really funny was like, how even in ancient times, a lot of people like didn't contribute to a group project because it was like, I forget how many, but it was something like 30 or like 50 senators agreed to stab Julius Caesar, but he was only stabbed like 20 times.
Those bastards.
Those lazy bastards. Alright, so you just died. You're in heaven. You see God. What's the first thing you're telling him?
First thing I'm telling him or the first thing I'm asking?
Whichever. What's the first words coming out of your mouth when you see God?
I didn't expect.
Holy shit! You look like Morgan Freeman.
Yes, my son.
And then after I get my shock out of the fact that God has chosen to take the form of Morgan Freeman, the next thing I'd say to him would be, "So,
World War II.
How are you?" Because I mean, what else am I gonna say?
How's the weather
God.
then?
I want to know what happens when you punch him.
You probably that's probably like a go directly to hell card.
Honestly,
Yeah, but
it
like,
depends on like.
would he care enough about?
I don't think he would. No. I think here's the thing. I think him being God, he'd know that's going to be the first thing you'll do.
That's
so he'd probably just be like, "Yeah, okay, got that out of your system."
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk to me about?
Yeah, I mean, you're already in heaven, I guess.
Yeah, after I get it, I could be like, guys, you won't believe what I did. I'm
going to ask where's the food court?
Yeah.
And he would
Okay, so imagine
food court.
Imagine you go to heaven, and on your left is an atheist, and on your right is like a Muslim person, and God, the first thing God asks all three of you is, "So I'm thinking of building a bar right over there. I want to see what happens if you three walk into it."
Are you telling me God likes dad jokes?
I'm gonna be honest. God feels like the kind of person who would. He feels like the person who would like dad jokes.
I mean, like, if
I
you
hope
think
he's the father.
Yeah, he's the father.
He's the father.
If you believe, if you believe Christianity, he is the father of all people. I mean, that's
in the Bible. That's just
it's the Bible.
So, but like, I just really want to believe that God's just a chill dude. He's like, "Hey, sup?
God,
Mini bar is over there. Need anything? Just give me a ring."
You got foosball tables.
Bingo night is on Thursdays.
There's Tom Jones.
We have we have open mic night every second Saturday of the month. Honestly, the first thing I would tell God would be like, "Okay, so who's up here? Who can I meet?"
And who's down there? I want to get a range of my options.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea, you know.
Because, you know, if it's a little bit imbalanced, if there's more, might try to actively go the other direction.
Yeah, because if he's like,
second.
You know, up here we have like, give me a sec, I'm trying to think of the names of like really good people.
Martin Luther King Jr.
We have Martin Luther King Jr. up here, and Pope Francis isn't dead yet.
It's so hard to come up with names of like really, really good people.
We live in a society.
I mean, like,
Rosa Parks.
We're just naming civil rights people, Trey.
Those are the only ones I can think of.
Myself.
Helen Keller.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh.
Supreme Court Justice, Trey.
Oh.
Died last year.
Marty McFly.
Yeah, Marty McFly.
Fuck it, why not
He's
fictional
a fictional character?
Christopher Lee is over there. And for that matter, Stanley. All the Lees.
Dude, Christopher Lee was a badass, though.
Harvey Lee Oswald.
Not that one. Not that one.
Not that one.
Not that one.
No. Not that one. Not that Lee.
All right, let's create a cult.
A cult?
Yeah.
Oh,
What are we
cult,
worshipping?
Cult of the Trainwreck. Let's go.
Cult of the Trainwreck? We're worshipping
Cult of the Trainwreck?
That's the answer. We worship Trainwrecks.
Like
Well, I was thinking we should just use Donovan, I think we should introduce the fine folks at home to the concept of figmatism. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Trey, as the founder of Figmentism, would you like to explain what that is?
So Figmentism is, of course, the worship of the character in Disney World. Which park is it?
It's World.
Epcot.
Epcot in Disney World of Figment the Imagination Dragon. That's about the description you get. He's our Lord and Savior. Blessed the Figment.
He bought a pop figure in Disney World and worships it like a god.
I mean, and why wouldn't you? Figment and his prophet, the Eric Idle Moon.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Dreamfinder.
No.
Oh.
Jacob, nobody has ridden the original Journey into Imagination ride. We're talking about Journey into Imagination with Figment.
Oh, the shitty one.
AKA one of the worst Disney rides I have ever had the displeasure of riding.
Fucking Igor hated it. And if you got Igor, the fucking person who thought it'd be a good idea to give Drew Carey his own ride. Yeah, wait, was it Bob?
Are you talking about Michael Eisner?
Michael Eisner, my bad. If you got fucking Eisner...
Jacob, I think calling the Hollywood Superstars limo a Drew Carey ride is a bit disingenuous.
No, I'm talking about the ride that Drew Carey had in Hollywood Studios. He had his own ride. I'm not kidding you.
And I know Trey can agree with me on this one. Talking to ducks is more fun than the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Yeah.
God damn it, Eisner.
You know good.
Damn you, Eisner, is nothing sacred.
You're just like your father.
God damn it, Eisner. Okay. For as shitty as some of the decisions that Mr. Michael Eisner did make, one cannot fault him on this. He did make a couple of good rides. He made a few good decisions. He's the reason for Star Tours. He created a pretty cool Alien ride. Not Alien the movie, as an Alien, just Alien. Although he did want it to be based off Alien the movie. People were like, wait a minute. A ride based off Alien the movie in a Disney park? That seems a bit dumb.
That would have been awesome.
Quite frankly, those people are right. I mean, awesome as it would be, it doesn't really belong in Walt Disney World.
Yeah, but it would have been really cool.
It would fit well in Universal.
Yeah, I was going to say, it feels more like a Universal ride.
It's a Universal ride. Speaking of Universal, they need to stop fucking up their rides.
What do you mean?
Okay, so recently, what the bastards have been doing, they've been going into some of their older rides and, renovating them, I guess. But instead of, adding different effects or, like changing them a bit, instead what they've been doing is taking out all the cool practical effects that made the original Universal ride so amazing and replacing them with fucking screens. Like, for example, their new King Kong ride. What is it? It's fucking screens. And right at the end, you have a pretty cool King Kong animatronic. But guess what? In the original ride, it wasn't fucking screens. You were going through a fucking soundstage of a city, fire all around you as King Kong rampaged in the distance, and he grabbed a hold of your trolley at one point. But no, now King Kong is on your side, and he just kind of looks at you, and he's like, "Rah, rah, rah, I'm a big fucking monkey." And they've also been doing it with their Jurassic Park ride. So, it's less to an extent with Jurassic Park, but there's also fucking screens in that one now too. Like seriously, Universal, stop it. And instead of Earthquake, another ride heavily focused on practical effects, they've been replacing it with screens because it's going to be a Fast and fucking Furious ride. Jesus fucking Christ, how are you fucking up a Fast and Furious ride? It writes itself. Disney already practically made one with goddamn Test Track. Just listen to them, Universal. Just steal from them. They're stealing from you. Steal from them.
Wasn't Test Track the one that like you sat in a car and it looked like it was going to be really cool, and then you just kind of drove slowly around a track for a few minutes and.
What the fuck are you talking about? Test Track is fucking awesome.
The last half is like the highlight of it.
So that's the
Test
one where
Track,
at the very
make your own.
You get to like design a car.
Yeah, you design your own car, and then it takes you through like a course, and at the end you're just like zooming,
Yeah, wait, did we do that?
Yeah, we did.
Now I have a question.
Was I there for that?
Maybe. I don't remember a whole lot of the Disney.
Now, Aidan, I have a question about your little rant. Does that apply to both parks or just California or Florida? Because I know they're very...
It applies to Florida. Actually, it applies to both. Because they've been doing the same fucking thing in their California backlot tour.
Okay, because I haven't really kept up on Universal news beyond Super Nintendo World.
As you should not, the fuckers.
Yeah. I'm just glad that
Universal has the Minions in their parks. I think that's enough to discredit them.
Hey, Universal is pretty good.
I mean, yeah, I like the Mummy ride.
It's definitely more focused towards older kids.
Jacob, you like the what?
The Mummy ride, the Florida version.
I thought you said the Muppet ride, and I was like, that's at Disney.
No. The Mummy ride's pretty good, but the California version, from what I've heard, sucks because it was built in the old E.T. room, and so what happened was it's basically just like a minute and a half long.
Oh, okay, I have a question for you guys, while we're on the concept of Disney, because there's a attraction, I can't really say ride, that I personally love at Disney World, but I have found not a lot of other people like it. What do you think of the Carousel of Progress?
I think it's
never been
okay.
on it.
I never heard of it.
Here's the thing, I will agree that like by modern standards, it's not like amazing, but just looking at how groundbreaking the animatronics are, and just like the theater is pretty cool, I like it. I enjoy it. I
mean, it's fine. I just do it for a good time killer.
It is the one ride that Walt Disney himself said will never close, so... Oh,
funny story about the thing, about what the fucking... Carousel of Progress. So, you know how it's an old ride and everything. Yeah. And, old rides are prone to, especially ones for that long, are prone to having issues. Yep. I actually experienced that one time. So, what happened... Well, actually, this is two separate times. First time, somebody left midway through the thing, and I guess that fucked up how it works or something. Because you know how when they're transitioning between scenes, it's the song, Mm-hmm. The guy does the song and everything, and it finishes, and he just goes back to his normal shtick, which is just kind of funny to me, because it's like he doesn't know we didn't leave. Anyhow, another time was
beautiful tomorrow.
Another time was when we were, I don't know what happened, but the audio kind of broke near the end of the transition thing, and so the audio was like really, really quiet, and so it just suddenly just like the audio jumps to like a really loud level for a brief period of time. So that was a fun thing to go through.
Have you ever seen the small, transparent, Victorian dressed girl that just kind of walks around the park and points at people?
Oh, yeah, totally. I see her every time.
Yeah.
Well, that's our show, guys. Thank you for listening. We highly encourage you to follow us on our social medias, specifically...
Send us questions.
Yeah, specifically, send us questions at our Twitter account, which is... Jacob, help me.
Oh, god damn it. Let me get the fucking thing
No, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Hold on.
Okay, hold on, I got it.
Isn't it Trainwreck PC?
Yeah, Trainwreck PC.
At Trainwreck PC, send us questions, and we will answer them to the best of our ability. Now, as always, when we finish asking and answering the quandaries of life, we leave you with one. So, our very important question about the nature of life and human existence and morality and theology and philosophy for you, the audience, today is quite simple, actually. Have you pooped today? That's our show. Thank you for listening, and always remember...